Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that. That's a 22. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Bickley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Floats it out in space. Sweet cut there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This one's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver, but get the completion.
Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Badger. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He might want another play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lawrence. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Swings it out to the flat. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Penn State sends the offense back on They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, he makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. To the screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Miami. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Using the quick game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Recovered by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. 1st drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Ooh, goodness gracious. I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both. Maybe both. A lot of coaches are. But the analytics do say you should go for it more on fourth down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
Not on your own 20.
Fair enough. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Not much of a a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
When that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Pick off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up.
Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Sims. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. All wideouts, no backs. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes it. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Badgers with the 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run the toss. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, throw the records out the window, and Baylor and TCU fight to the finish. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From their own 30-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.